Greetings, YouTubers. Welcome to the 9th episode of Exhibeo. I am Motive Just Mr. Pace.
And I'm ATV.
And today's episode is on cyberviolence and cyberbullying. Now, we have a guideline here. Only four questions as opposed to the normal 6 or 10. But, with this guy, it's probably going to be a long episode, so brace yourselves.
So it entertains them.
Well, yes. Educates them.
That may say it doesn't, but they are fibbing to you.
So, Mr. Burleson, would you give us the definition of cyberbullying and cyberviolence?
Cyberviolence or cyberbullying, same thing, is cyberbullying is the use of cell phones, instant messaging, email, chat rooms, or social network sites such as Facebook or Twitter, to harass, threaten, or intimidate someone. Cyberbullying is often done by children. Man, I didn't know that.
Well, children are the worst bullies in the world.
Who have increasingly earned access to those
Early
access to these technologies.
So,
which kind of makes sense. Like I said,
with cyberbullying, what we have here is children. They're on the internet. Their irresponsible parents have allowed them to be on the internet.
But yeah, just because it says children doesn't mean it's all children.
That's true. We can't put all the blame on children. It's mostly that. But what we have here is okay. Well, now let's do the whole. I'm just going to move into the next bullet point because defining cyberviolence and cyberbullying is very, very difficult because now people get harassed by anything and everything. You post. Oh, I disagree with your opinion. That's harassment now, and so cyberviolence is definitely out there, but it's completely bogus if you ask me. So let's talk about what do we think about cyberbullying and cyberviolence.
Well, cyberbullying, it could be cyberbullying or cyberviolence because when you say and, you're separating them and they're both the same. But cyberbullying and cyberviolence, I really have. There's the only way to the only thing I think about it is it's kind of stupid. I mean. You're bullying someone on the internet, though, don't you think they would be able to be smart enough to get to, because, it's the internet, it's a personal computer, the easiest thing you do is shut it off.
My thing with cyberviolence, cyberbullying, it doesn't exist. Think about it. You control everything that you see on that computer.
Yes.
On Facebook, if someone bullies you, you unfriend them. No one's forcing you to be their friend on Facebook. You can't, for number one, nobody can harass you. You choose to take offense to what people say.
And if somebody's harassing you on Facebook, nobody's saying you have to stay on Facebook. Nobody's saying you have to keep them as a friend.
Exactly. And I read something once where it says, nobody can make you angry. No one can offend you. You choose to take offense to that. And you choose to be angry at that. No one can make you do anything.
Yeah.
Unless they have a gun to your head. In which case, it doesn't matter what you do. You're probably going to die anyway.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, if I had the gun to someone's head, I'd finish the job. Not saying that I'm going to go out there and shoot people.
Yeah, I don't want to post
don't want people to get the wrong idea. But I'm just saying, if in a circumstance with a normal person that has a gun that's threatening you, most likely you're going to die anyway.
Well, yes and no. Yes.
Well, most normal people that have guns threatening people out there in the world with guns are killing them anyway.
Well,
you mean they're not really normal.
Maybe they're just holding a gun to your head and threatening you because they want something. But most of the time they're going to kill you once they get it. Mm-hmm. So they don't go reporting you so they don't go reporting
to the police. My point exactly.
But there's a way to get around that. If you know be right if you can get yourself out of a line of fire.
We're not going to talk about that in this video. Well, actually, we are. So, with cyberviolence and cyberbullying, it's an online thing. This video is actually going to be pretty short. I'm surprised.
So you say.
We're at 5 minutes and we're almost over.
Okay.
This might be a very short video.
Might be our first.
Yeah, hopefully the first of many.
No.
Yeah, don't jinx us. But, with some, here we are. Here's the cyber cafe. That's where all the cyberbullying and cyberviolence goes down. I mean, how can you let yourself be bullied and subject to violence? Think about that. Violence on the internet. Are you getting hurt physically? Violence is not harassment or offending people. Violence is beating people up. That's violence.
Yeah.
Words are not violent. You might be able to say something that is, very hurtful.
If
that's bullying.
That's one thing. If somebody says, there's cyber violence on the Facebook. There's cyber violence on Facebook. Well, to say there's cyber violence means that their violence refers to threatening, physical, or it could be mental harassment. Well, it's not physical. Anyway, they're using it out of context.
They really are because the people. I hate to be part of this generation, but we are part of the generation, and because we are part of this generation, we are part of the solution. Our generation are pansies. They get offended by everything. They don't want to work. They don't want to do anything that's inconvenient to them. And when they can find a way to get around something by bending the rules to them, they do it. And the past generation have become so docile. Normally they would discipline their children, but now the past generation is so docile that they're afraid of their own children. They're afraid of this generation of rebels, this generation of degenerates, if you will. I think they're all degenerates. I think they're all going, straight down the old pooper. They're stupid. And I really do think that, parents should restrict their children's internet access until they're in high school.
Well, my parents did.
We didn't get a computer until I was almost out of high school. I didn't get a phone until I graduated high school. I had to buy it myself.
Oh, here's what happens with the internet. Children getting to the internet at a really early age and this is going to veer off of cyber violence, but they keep.
Actually, part of the definition.
What?
It's part of the definition. Children who get early access to these technologies.
Yeah. But they look at stuff stuff they're not supposed to, or they.
Are you saying that children that are 10 years old are looking at porn?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them they do, and you can't tell me that's not true, because that is true.
All right, well,
Trust me. I'm not saying I've done it, but.
Well, I didn't have a computer to do it, so.
But anyway, what my parents did is they put parental blocks on it, and they could actually see what I was doing on their computers.
My brother.
And some people may say, "Well, that's an invasion of privacy." Well,
what privacy do you have in your own parents' house using
their
own software?
If your parents are paying for you to use their internet, you to use their house, as
my grandmother used to say, you talk about your privacy. I was at that phase in my life where I didn't want people in my room. I posted a sign on my door, "Keep out my room." And my grandmother would used to say, "What privacy you have? I'll take that door down and replace it with shag beads." They give you some privacy, but I mean, it's your parents' house. They don't. I mean, really, parents don't have to. They don't have to feed you. They can give you up for adoption. And I guarantee you, foster care is a lot
Well,
worse than what your parents are going to do you, unless your parents are drug abusers or beating you every day or selling you for crack. But
that would be child abuse. But when you say they don't have to feed you, if
they don't.
when you're 18, they don't have to feed you because you're an adult.
I mean,
But
parents literally don't have to.
I know they don't have to, but then again, if you're a really early, like if you're below 18, because 18's
Or the
when
law,
you're adult.
I know the law, but I'm saying that you always talk about your parents do this and do this, do this and do that to you. Oh, they don't know my life. They don't know the struggle. There is no struggle, but but they don't know my life. They don't know my story. Your parents don't have to do anything for you. They can let you run amok and experience life for yourself. And you're gonna come running back to your parents to try to get them all figured out. But what happens if you come running back to your parents and they're not there for you?
Yeah, and a lot of kids will say, well, they don't know my life and stuff like you said. Well, I mean, they do kind of know your life. They've been there ever since you were first born.
They've experienced almost everything that you've experienced,
Yeah,
unless you went blind or deaf.
and they were kids at one point. They didn't just pop out of their mama.
Yeah. So now let's get on to how do we combat cyber violence and cyberbullying. And I think we already touched on that.
We did just turn the internet off.
Just block the people.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's forcing you to see this crap.
And so
I'm not forcing you people to watch this video. I will if you don't like it.
And some people are going to say,
And
well,
subscribe, share.
some people are just, because it mentioned on here about email, chat rooms, and maybe Twitter. Well, if they got your email and they keep emailing you, then there's a way to block that too.
You don't really have to look at the email anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I have tons of emails from different colleges, but and from different little advertisements and things. I never read any of them. Even the emails that tell me someone's joined the website, I look at it. I don't read it. You know what I look at it, I say, oh, someone joined the website. I go to the website and I look at it there. The only time I actually read my email is when something dire is there, like your fast food, something's happened to it. That's the only time I actually look at the email, or unless someone mailed me, someone that I know.
So I mean, if someone by any chance gets my email, which they shouldn't, unless they've somehow gotten to my computer.
Well, I know your email.
Well, besides you, but I don't think you're gonna do cyberbullying, not CyberViolence, people. There's a difference. Even they're both harassment, but CyberViolence and cyberbullying. Violence means totally different from bullying.
Now, I'll send you emails of naked people and dead bats.
Not my children.
Yes, your children.
And then some people are gonna say, "Oh, well, I was talking about email." But all you have to do is if they somehow got your email and they start cyberbullying you
spam
through your email, well, you could do that, or you could do a simple thing. It may knock the breath out of some people because you may use up a lot of energy. Because I know how lazy people are.
Well, if they're at the computer all day, they're probably plus size, freckled.
But what you can do is you can go into your email, right click, hit block, and then boom, it blocks that email. That person.
Oh, and here's the little thing. Learn this watching Judge Pyro, Judge Jenny, whatever her name is. But I learned this watching her. If you're being harassed by bill collectors or people like that, you answer the phone. And if they keep calling you, you tell them, I don't want you to call me anymore, or I'll go to your superior. And by law, they aren't allowed to call you anymore, or you can sue them. Did you know that?
If you're, well, for some part, yes, and for some part, no. Like for our phones, I know there's like a no call list.
I mean, sure, you can put them on the auto reject list on your phone. So I'm talking about if you have a landline or something like that, and your bill collectors are calling you, and they keep calling you, and they keep calling you, asking for the same thing, and you answer the phone, you just tell them, I don't want you to call me anymore. I'll get to it when I can. By law, they're not allowed to call you anymore. And if they do call you, that's restricting their thing. But when you do it, you have to make sure you record. You have to make sure that you get permission from them to record the conversation, and then record the conversation. But you have to get permission for it. If you record it without the permission, then that's against the law, and then they can sue you for invasion of privacy.
Yeah, that I didn't know. Some I guess telemarketers, I don't know what they're called, but they're not trying to sell anything. Well, I guess they are trying to sell stuff, but
they're telemarketers. They're definitely selling stuff.
Sometimes they record the conversation themselves.
So, anyway.
But they ask for your permission to record the conversation, or else.
So, let's move on. We'll make this a short one for once. So, how do we combat cyberviolence, cyberbullying? You block them.
Yes.
You know, you go into chat rooms, and I've been in many chat rooms, and every chat room I've gone into, there's a function that you can use to ignore people.
There's a function pretty much on every social network.
Exactly.
Even the internet.
And even if there's no function, it's not like you have to read it. You know, I go into this chat room and I sit there and I'll say hello or hey. I'll go do something else and I forget that I'm in there half the time. I don't even know why I go in there. I guess I get bored and I go in there and be like, oh, let's see what these idiots are doing. Because they're all, well, some of them watch this video, but they're all idiots.
Yeah.
You know, some of them are normal, but most of them are idiots. The normal ones, you know who you are. The rest of you are idiots. And that doesn't mean that all of you are normal. Most of you are idiots. Only 5 of you are normal. Stop looking at my food.
I thought you were going like this.
You got your own food over there. You're over here sniffing my food.
I wasn't getting you. I thought
what's down there that you gotta look at?
I thought you wanted me to do this so you can whisper something in my ear.
Oh, my face wasn't down there.
It maybe is.
And you sitting there pitching at my food. All right, that's good. So how do we combat real bullying and real violence?
Well,
my suggestion is you have authoritative figures, you can go to them, or you can learn how to defend yourself. Bullying to me is just a way for you to grow and develop. When you can learn how to conquer your own bullies, what else can bother you?
It is, but in another way is that some people bully just to get attention because they have something, and this is going deep. This is deep.
And no one cares about what the bully's problems is. No. We're talking about the person that's been bullied.
I'm going leaning to that. Is the bully, most times the bully does his bullying to you because he has something socially or there's something wrong or mentally wrong or whatever.
Wait, let me fresh out. Since you're going to go on that point, even though I said not to, I'll correct it for you. Most people that bully, they do it for attention of their parents.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Because they aren't getting the affection that they need.
That's why I was trying to ask.
Or they grew up in an environment that's very chaotic.
Yes, and they want attention. Well, the only way to combat, well, that's not the only way, but the way that I did it, because it happened to me, I know it happens to everyone. Even people who bully.
Even me.
They may say it does.
It happened to me a lot, but you know what? A person like me, the best, you know, I'm a martial artist. We have an episode on the way about martial arts, and I'm a martial artist. I could easily have, you know, hurt someone badly, even killed them. But you know what? I find the best method to combat, you know, bullies and things. It's just friendship and kindness. You know, every bully that I've ever had have become one of my best friends Well, not one of my best friends, but they become one of my good friends.
There's one way you can combat bullying that's not on the internet. Is when they bully you, you can either just act nice because it's gonna annoy them that they're not upsetting you, because that's their whole goal, is they want to upset you. They get the thrill of upsetting someone.
As I said before, you choose to be upset. No one can make you.
Or you can just simply ignore it, because then, like I said before, they want to upset you. If they see that you're upset, they've accomplished their goals.
I didn't have this written down here, but I think it's an important topic that we talk about too. It's suicide. Most people say that people who are subjects of bullying commit suicide. Well, here's the thing. It's tragic that those people take their lives, but no one's making them do it. The bully can't be there every day, every waking moment to tell them to pull the trigger.
You know what I think is stupid about suicide and bullying, which I'm sure, yes, it's sad that they either hung themselves or something, shot themselves, jumped off a bridge.
You don't have to just commit suicide.
But the people that I've heard that committed suicide was because of cyberbullying. Well, I tell my mom and my dad, is like, why didn't they just turn the internet off? They have that capability.
I often say people that commit suicide because of bullying, that's stupid. Bullying doesn't last forever. From my experiences and from what I've researched, most bullying disappears by the time you're in the 9th grade.
Yes.
Because the elementary students, they're pain in the ass. Middle school students, they're dicks.
Elementary students.
High school students, they got a little bit more mature, and they have more classes to occupy their time. They don't have enough time to bully you in high school.
Unless they go across you in class. If they go across you in the hallway, sometimes they'll do this little immature thing and they'll knock your books out of your hands.
No one's ever done that. The problem, you know how to fix that? Get a book back. That's what they're made for.
What if it's so many books it can't fit?
How many classes can a college student have that they can't put books in their backpack?
Some college students take 20
not college. I mean high school students.
Oh.
In college, if someone's bullying you in college, there's police on the campus.
Yes.
I mean, gosh.
But
it's not too long to go walk to the police station on the campus.
Yeah. But anyway, well, I don't remember what I was talking about.
We were talking about suicide.
Oh yeah. But that's what I think about suicide over cyberbullying, is that it's stupid because, to commit suicide over bullying, period, is stupid. But to commit suicide over cyberbullying is stupider, because you have that capability. It's your computer. You can turn it off.
People that love to do cyberviolence, they're retards. And people that take cyberviolence to heart, they're dumbasses.
Let me say something else. For the people that do cyberbullying, you do know that your network provider sees this stuff, and the NSA, if you're on the chat room, which would be
me.
Well, if you're on his chat room, he sees it, and he can ban you.
I've modded a lot of chat rooms, and
if you're on Facebook, they can report you, the person that you're bullying.
When people, I always get these random friend requests from porn bots. I don't know how.
Porn bots.
I don't know why. You ever get that on Skype? These bots. They send you a message. They send you a friend request. Me being the nice person I am, I accept any friend request, and I don't delete or report people unless given a reason. But these porn bots, they get on there and they'll say hi, and I'm like, okay, do I know you? And then the first thing they'll say is, oh, they say, oh, I'm glad I looked for you in the chat room directory, and I found your name, and I was so bored, blah blah blah. And then then the bot, then if you say something else, the bot will be like, I got this video cam set up. All you gotta do is go to this website and put your credit card in. And
I don't know.
I don't go to them. I'm not telling people that you can go to them, but you stop doing that.
I'm my battle one.
Nah. But anyway, what I'm saying is, what I do is I block them, I report them, I do it on Facebook, I do it on Skype. I don't know what I don't know how to work Twitter, but I've heard that on Twitter
Isn't
if you
Twitter
disagree with someone, they ban you on Twitter.
isn't Twitter where they say hashtag a lot?
You know, I didn't even know what the hell the hashtag was until sometime in May.
I didn't know.
I kept seeing when people post these things on my Facebook page with number signs in it. I'm like, what does this mean? Number sign what? What is number? What does this mean?
I was like, well, when I first heard about it, I was like him. I didn't know what the hashtag was. Because people so lazy that they're, instead of saying hashtag, instead of saying what it actually is.
Why do people keep making up bull crap?
It's a freaking pound sign.
It's a number sign.
Well, it's pound.
Number sign.
Well, I was programming, it's pound.
Oh, well, when people use it, it's a number sign.
Well, it could be number sign. It is a number sign, but it's a lot.
And isn't the asterisk pound on the phone?
The asterisk pound.
Yeah, isn't the asterisk on your phone? Isn't that pound? When they say you push pound, you push the asterisk.
No, that's an asterisk. They say star.
They say push pound, and you push the asterisk.
Pound is this pound.
That's the number sign.
It's the number sign. You know it, but it's technically the pound sign.
Oh, I don't remember, but I know on the phone, I would call the phone company, and they say push pound, and I would push the star, the asterisk, and it will work. I don't remember I don't know whether I pushed the number sign or the star.
Well, if they're calling this pound, then they're wrong.
Well, it's a robot.
Oh, well, that robot's stupid.
It's only as good as the creator, huh? But
I'll tell you what my physics teacher tells me about calculators. Calculators are, well, okay, never mind, I ain't gonna go there because I don't remember what it said.
Look, we don't need to get on all of this stuff. We were supposed to make this a short video.
It is.
It's 30 minutes.
Shorter than all our other ones.
That's true, but we were so close to having a 15-minute video.
Okay, let's
but you just had to keep riding on about calculators.
No, he said something about robots and I don't know. But anyway, let's go.
Right. So, we were talking about suicide, and suicide it's bad, it's wrong, but come on, no one makes you do this stuff. You can't blame all your problems on bullies.
And a lot of people will say, well, the person that's cyberbullying you on the social network, he can still bully you off of the internet. Well, either A, he's not going to bully you if he never meets you.
If you're going to bully you on the internet, that means they don't have the balls to bully you in person.
Oh, I wouldn't know because I've never been cyberbullied. But
me neither, because I don't add people on Facebook that I don't know.
I have, but
or that I don't like.
I have, but somehow they know me.
I've added people on there that I don't know, but they present no problem. They send me a friend request, and I add them. I'm like, I don't, what I mean is, I don't go around there looking for people I don't know to add. If people send me a friend request, I'll add them. I don't know who they are, but they know someone that I know, so maybe I do know them, and I just don't remember.
If some of the people that I don't know, if they sent me friend requests, I would friend them because, I feel like it would be rude to not friend them. I know it's my right, it's kind of dumb, but, I feel rude. I don't like being rude.
Yeah, I don't like being rude to people either. Now, what am I kidding? I love being rude. I use my manners, of course, but in a very sarcastic and mean way. You know, I can be quite evil.
Yeah.
I'm sure we all can be quite evil.
I'll tell you, and then about physical bullying, or whenever it's not often. I know, but I want to say
Mr. Burleson. Okay, get it out your system.
Story. I want to tell.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna tell a story? Jesus Christ, are you a grandpa?
I'm gonna tell a story about when I was a boy.
When I was your age, whippersnapper.
When I was in middle school, this kid.
Oh, yeah, this story. I've heard this story so many times.
I'm not telling it to you.
Well, I'm listening.
Well, don't listen.
Oh, okay, I'll eat then.
Well, and when I was in middle school, this kid would go around bullying me.
Don't give his name.
I'm not. And I would respond, but then I came home and I told my mom, and my mom said to just ignore it because that's what he's looking for is for you to be upset. That's what bullies want is for you to be upset. So I ignored it. Well, that didn't work. He kept doing it and doing it and doing it.
You did an awful job at ignoring, then.
No, I didn't respond to him. I just ignored him.
And when I ignore people, I don't hear what they say.
Oh, I ignore him. I don't tune him out.
Well, you should learn how to do both.
And so one day he really made me angry because I got tired of it. So I punched him. Not hard because I didn't want to start a fight. Logically, if I did want to start a fight because he was way open and he didn't have his arms up and he was open, I could have.
Oh, please, you didn't know any type of martial arts back then.
Not martial arts.
What would you have done?
I need him. Or really punched him. I didn't punch him that hard.
I'm just saying, you were a wimp back then.
I was no wimp. I showed you.
I gave you that battle wound.
But anyway, point of the story is, I punched him and he quit.
Sometimes you gotta put your foot down.
I did put my foot down and I punched him.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to them.
Oh.
I might be looking at you, but they're supposed to be listening.
Oh, they're listening.
I think they gave up a couple minutes ago. Anyway, what are we going to do? We're going to finish eating on the camera, or we're just going to turn it off?
We're going to finish eating on the camera.
Okay.
Not really. We don't want to be rude.
Oh, yeah. That reminds us. Next episode, we're going to do an episode on relationships where we're going to have a special guest, a good friend of mine. He is the chief administrator, the chancellor of the ministry. He's second in command under only me. He's even over this guy. He's known as Admiral Thor on the website, and he'll be here with us on our next episode to discuss the matters of relationships, and I think it's going to be a very good one. Also, we're going to have a kind of a sub show. It's not going to be part of Exhibeo, but it will be Ministry Inc. production. Yeah, I like that sound. The Ministry Inc. Productions. If we could learn how to edit things and make logos and go.
That's what we should have called it.
What?
Instead of Exhibeo, Ministry Inc. Productions.
Oh, it's Ministry Inc. presents Exhibeo.
Well, I know, but I think it would have sounded a little more professional if you had said Ministry Inc. Productions.
Well, why didn't you come up with that when we made the name of the show?
I didn't think of it. It's like this show that's on YouTube. It's Wasabi Productions. I like it.
You do know what wasabi is.
I know.
What is it then?
I don't know.
Okay. It's a Japanese guacamole. The green stuff that we had at the restaurant. That's vodka, alcohol, burning mix of pain.
Made me drunk.
But anyway, it's going to be we're Ministry Productions. Yeah, we'll go with that. Ministry Productions. We're just gonna name it The Daily Show. It's gonna be like a late show type of thing, except without Craig Ferguson and Jeffrey Peterson, the gay robot skeleton, or the
A
horse.
late show. I ain't gonna.
We're not gonna be here at night.
Oh.
I mean, we call it The Daily Show. It's gonna be like the Late Show, except done in the day with you, me, and whomever we can weasel in to be our special guest for that episode.
Wouldn't it be like now?
Yeah, well, kind of like now, but Dustin would be. Captain America would be part of it.
Oh, okay. You didn't hear that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he would be the horse.
Okay.
And you could be the gay robot skeleton.
Why do I gotta be gay robot skeleton?
Well, because he has more lines than the horse.
Oh. Okay.
I could be Craig Ferguson.
Oh. Craig Ferguson's changed colors.
Well, he had a tan. And you didn't even watch the show anyway.
I know, but I know who he is.
Yeah, because I made you watch the episodes because they were funny.
Well, you didn't make me.
I kind of did. Held you at Fox to the point.
Mm.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are we just gonna stay here with the camera running?
I was hoping that you would, kind of dismiss us.
Oh.
Because I did the intro.
Okay. This is ATB.
So this is Mr. Pace.
Signing off.